If you are looking into buying cheap and safe FIFA coins, look no further than footcoinshop.net. They have the fastest service, an incredible loyalty reward system, and the best prices around. Use my creator code Inception when you sign up for your account and get a 5% discount with your order. Okay guys, so other than the evolutions today, the SBC player was basically irrelevant. I think the only people that are going to be doing that are for sentimental value. Maybe they want to go with some sort of concept with both of the Hoyens up top. I don't know if I'm saying the guy's name right, but today we do have the new evolutions. We're going to be taking a look at some of the meta options that you could potentially work with. I believe this one is a free evolutions. Let's see. I have to upgrade the Saliba on this account because it just I've played so many games and I just always forget to upgrade him and it goes straight to my objectives. Nice. Let me just go and complete the first one because the other one we will get naturally from doing the reviews. So yeah, it's like too easy to get. All right. So the new evolution today, guys, is going to be called midfield. No, is it a paid one? Oh, it's a paid one. Oh, that is a paid one. Trequartista time. I don't know. Anyways, upgrades for this pinged pass, shooting +1, +4 passing, physical. Okay. 5-5-3. Tiki Taka is actually nice. Yo, Tiki Taka Plus is very, very nice, actually. Finally, man. Tiki Taka Plus is nice because of like just quickness, you know, with the passing plays and stuff. I'm telling you guys, when you guys use a card like Benacer, for instance, it's really nice to have. So we're going to go ahead and see what the meta options are going to be for this. I'm not sure if it's like completely updated just yet. And it looks like it is. I think it is right now. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and check out what some of the options could be for a couple of people. All right. So the most popular choice here that we have so far is going to be the Victor Osimhen card, which is an upgrade from the rare gold version. In comparison to the RTTK card, it is pretty much the same card, a better version of it, if anything. Like the shooting boost +1s are nice, but like honestly, if you like to use this card in a general sense, upgrading it from the rare gold is not a bad situation. But packing this guy is like, honestly, it's like super hard to pack this guy. But yeah, from what I'm seeing, it's a lengthy player. He's a runner, basically, right? He's an R-trigger merchant for the most part because his dribbling is not necessarily in a great area. But with this card in-game, you know, you do provide him with the Hawk chemistry style, and he ends up getting Tiki Taka Plus, which, to be fair, can be helpful. His passing stats are not, like, super up there, right? He's got chip shot, power header, rapid, acrobatic, and pinged pass as well. So Tiki Taka, with the fact that he's an R-trigger merchant, can't really go wrong with that if you want to go in that direction, of course. Let's go to the popular evolution choices here, and it's not yet added. This is Holland's cousin, I believe. So from the promo card, you can upgrade the promo card to be a little bit better. Obviously, for people who are making some sort of like Norwegian squad, you really can't go wrong with that either. He doesn't get like a weak foot or anything improvement. It's just the Tiki Taka and the pinged pass, which, to be fair, the passing capability is definitely a plus to work with as well. Tiki Taka Plus, power shot, power header, aerial, pinged pass. I mean, the way that this card is formatted in game, he definitely looks like someone that you use for sentimental value. I think if I were to use him myself, it would have to be on like a marksman chemistry style to boost the shooting to be high as possible, dribbling, as well as the physical, right? So it's going to be ideal to look into all of that if you want to go in that direction. We have Watkins. So obviously there was the SBC that came out during that time period. Like this SBC, it was like, okay, you know, it was all right. I don't really find it that crazy special. Obviously, if you do give him the Hawk and you enjoy using the physical type players, you can actually finish quite nicely with the card because he has the 4-star weak foot, high work rate and stuff. It's not really my type of player, but some people were actually able to do work with him. Now the difference between the new version of the card and this one, so this is going to be the evolutions version from the Inform, compared to the SBC, is going to look like this. So it kind of gives you a really good example because not a lot of people did the SBC, and the new card has significantly better passing, which is a huge plus, and then a little bit of extra physical capabilities to work with too, and a little bit of extra dribbling too, which you can't really go wrong with, right? So definitely could be an interesting option for the Aston Villa fans if they have Bailey's card on the team. They have rare gold Diaby, because Diaby's a beast, right? That's going to be really cool, because obviously with the tiki-taka, it's helpful. It's definitely helpful to have when it comes to like the general build-up play. So you can't really go wrong with that as well. But yeah, let's see what else we got here. We have Darwin Nunez. Is this from the Founders? It's not. So not from the Founders Evolution. The Founders was this one right here. So we can't upgrade this card just yet. But from the new Evolutions version, this is the difference between the card, right? So the difference between the two is mainly going to be in the passing capabilities, right? So the passing is significantly better on this version of Darwin Nunez, and he does get some pretty decent playstyle things, right? So he gets tiki-taka to work with, pings pass. So his passing capabilities are a little bit better to work with, while still basically being in our trigger merchant, right? Because he's got quick step, he's got rapid. You probably give him a finisher just like before. For people who enjoy using the physical type players, not a bad selection to use up top as well. It seems like a lot of the physical attackers are like the go-tos, right? Like Cody Gakpo is the next one as well. So what they do with these cards is that they just give them a really significant passing boost by the looks of it, right? A dribbling boost for a card like Cody Gakpo is definitely a welcome inclusion as well. It still feels like the type of card that you'd want to give an engine to, but I mean, if you're working with some sort of like Liverpool past and present team, again, having tiki-taka while also having good passing capabilities, it makes the card way more usable to work with, right? Finesse shot, technical, quick step, trivela, pings pass, not too bad as well. I'm kind of curious to see if there's like some bigger options to work with in a general sense for this evolution, right? But can't see any right off the top here. Schuler for the Bayern Munich, that's for the female players. Akpom, Gnabry 80. I'm not really like crazy on Gnabry because of his dribbling capabilities. It's not necessarily the craziest. Jackson gets a new card from the inform that you can technically upgrade as well, compared to there was also another evolutions. It was this one. Yeah, so the power shooter probably would have made more sense for him. Like, sure, the passing is lower obviously, but giving him some extra shooting capabilities on a Hawk might be more ideal, obviously, for a few people. But the passing boost for this evolution is definitely a welcome inclusion as well. The passing boost is nice, but you really got to choose carefully when it comes to this one, in my opinion, because it's helpful to have people that, for the longevity of the game, it would be good. Because what I'm noticing is that for a lot of the players here, it's for the physical attackers for the most part, right? Like it's none of the super agile type of players, right? So you can clearly see here some of the, like, this is a female player, so the female players could be pretty decent actually. So she's 5'3". She gives you an Atletico Madrid link, and her dribbling could be decent in game. What's her body type in game? Short and lean minus. Yeah, this one is not a bad choice, honestly, because she has really solid playstyles to work with. Tiki-taka plus, rapid flare, trickster, quick step, relentless, and pings pass. I mean, honestly, that's not that bad, because the dribbling I don't look into as much for cards like this, because obviously the females, if they're shorter than like 5'9" and they have like a different body type, they do sometimes dribble a little bit better in game, because they kind of feel like the pro clubs characters. It's what I always say in every single video, right? But yeah, some pretty decent stuff there. It's not too bad. We have a player from the Bundesliga here. So obviously, if you did this purple card, you're working with an Austrian team that's mostly sentimental, I would say. I think with a card like this, it's actually not that poorly formatted. I mean, you could technically give him a hunter chemistry style, use him as the physical type striker, or you give him an engine and just make his dribbling feel a little bit better while still working with decent base card stats for shooting, right? So for people that are building an Austrian team, you know, can't go wrong with that as well. Danuma has a new card, not from the Founders Evolution as well, but will be better in regards to the passing department, probably, right? So the Founders was the one earlier in the year. Passing difference is pretty massive. I think that's really cool, man. Tiki-taka with a big passing boost is really, really helpful for sure. I actually like that a lot. Boniface, Ludmilla, 87 dribbling. Okay, 92 pace for that card. He's 82 dribbling, though. It's not necessarily the craziest. Martial gets one as well. I think for Martial, it'd actually be kind of cool, to be honest. 100 chemistry style on him with a passing boost that's pretty significant, and he's working with Tiki Taka for the Manchester United past and present. I'm not against that. I'm not against that. Let's see what else we have here. Beto also gets a new card that gets a passing boost too. He's a 3-star player, but the passing boost is pretty significant compared to the rare gold for usability, right? That with Tiki Taka. Talishka could be a pretty decent one to take a look at. There's obviously the fact that he has his radioactive recently released. That card, I mean, could be pretty solid to work with, especially if you're working with the Al Nasser links, right? But yeah, Russo, Alvarez with a passing boost. I mean, it could be okay, honestly. Haller, yeah, it's all physical players. Look, you can even do it for Gonzalo Ramos as well. This wouldn't be bad for like the Portuguese squads, honestly. Like 100 chemistry style on him, right, to boost the shooting, the shooting and the pace as much as possible. Maybe even give him a Hawk. I think the Hawk might be able to boost it in 10. Yeah, maybe might be able to boost it to be in a decent area. Yeah, Tiki Taka plus dribbling. Yeah, let's see the players here. Lukaku. You could go in that direction with Lukaku. It's not terrible. Morata, Schick. It's all physical dudes. Dzeko, Lacazette. Oh, Lacazette? What does Lacazette look like with it? Oh, the pace is significantly lower. 74. Yeah, that's a little bit too low. I mean, honestly, the usability is not like crazy bad, but would you pay for that? Probably not. Dzeko, Schick. Couple of informs you can put it on as well. Dominic Solanke, eh? Solanke on this bad boy. Okay, let's see this one. So inform on the card. You know, he has the concept around him because of the fact that he, you know, Bournemouth basically wrecked Manchester United. But that's like one you can work with too. That's not too bad. Gerson Rodriguez, Vasic. Yep, this one is definitely more for the sentimental route, I would say. Definitely more for the sentimental route. You can do the Newcastle for Wilson. Tedemi can get one. Beto. A lot of physical. It's all physical, guys. Yeah, it's all physical guys here. Milik, Gabby, Paris. Some of the female players are definitely worth looking into, though. For that sort of playstyle that you might want. It's not bad. Icardi, Kubo. I'm trying to see cards that have like good base mechanics, like a Villa. A Villa might be good, actually. 5-star. And then he gets this one, but that's from Welcome to Evolution, Centurion Striker. So we have to go to the 86 rated version, but that's from Centurion Striker to this. And it's still kind of strangely formatted for the most part. Kubo can get one. Let's see what Kubo's card looks like. So Kubo would turn into an 84 with significant higher passing. Yeah, that's a little bit weird. Honestly, with this card, it wouldn't be completely horrible to give him a finisher. Use him specifically in the cam position. I wouldn't use him anywhere else, honestly. He does have that position change, so I feel like in-game he actually could be decent. You work with the sprint speed being lower, but in the cam position on a finisher, it's not too bad because you boost the dribbling. His passing is significantly higher, and now he has passing capabilities, right? So he's got pinged pass, Tiki Taka plus. His dribbling is still going to be nice to work with, right? So for people that want to go in that direction, it wouldn't be horrible, but obviously the Trailblazers are pretty cheap to work with for the most part. But yeah, as you can see here, it's mostly for the physical dudes. So if you like to use the physical type strikers, it's going to be ideal for them. Or you go in the direction of getting some of the female players that already have good base mechanics, like Leon Bailey with a passing boost. Let's see what he looks like. There's Relentless Winger Part 2. And then there's this one. This one, you can technically give him a finisher as well, and it wouldn't be horrible. The pace would be on the lower side for sure, but having the play styles, I don't know, man. It might actually be worth looking into this one too. It's Tiki Taka, I'm telling you guys, like for the passing plays that you can potentially do, it's really, really nice to work with. And in his case, he's got technical, quick step, Trivella as well. So he has a lot of really cool stuff to work with too. But I'd have to give him a finisher because I need that dribbling boost as well as that finishing boost. And I would just work with the pace being on the lower side. I think that's what the situation would call for with this card. What's his work rates? Is it high-low? High-low kind of ruins it. Like you would have to use like actual 4-3-3s and stuff. Like 4-3-3s could be pretty decent to work with that. But yeah, let's take a look at some of the other options here, because sometimes people come with some newer ones here. So you could see that it's still the same dudes from before, physical type players as well. 6'2". Akpom Sisinga gets one too. No, Sisinga's from the power shooter. Popular evolutions. So we go to, is it updated yet? No, it's not updated yet, but we can go to this anyways and search the popular. There it is. That's where it's glitched out. Let's see here. Jackson, Gakpo, Sisinga. So Sisinga does get one actually. Oh, you would have to do a lot of stuff with him. Triple threat attacker into power shooter into this one. And then you would give him a finisher or a hunter. And then you just work with the base card stats for dribbling as it is. But yeah, the dribbling boost would have definitely been nice for sure. Abraham, Isaac, Jarelli, Alvarez gets a new card. Gonzalo Ramos, like we said earlier. Solanke, Haller, Højlund. Is this the new one? No, it's not from the new SBC, I don't think. Ansu Fati gets one, but his shooting is going to be on the lower side, so you probably have to give him like a finisher as well. Yeah, you probably have to give him a finisher. You shouldn't use it on those cards, like the wingers. No, like this one is specifically made for the physical players. Like if you want your physical players to have like tiki-taka, like if I was building a Liga NOS team, right, and I had Gonzalo Guedes in my team, I would do it with this card, honestly. This card I would do it with. And honestly, I would give him a finisher chemistry style. You know, boost the pace, boost the dribbling and the passing, and then, you know, finishing sure is at an 87. But now the card has Tiki-Taka Plus, rapid first touch, pinged pass. So the passing plays with him would actually be sick for the Liga NOS team. So I wouldn't be completely against this, honestly. Wouldn't be completely against that. Dzeko, Richarlison, honestly, for like... Richarlison's not a bad choice either. Centurion Striker into... this card, he gets the passing boost. You give him like a hunter still, work with the dribbling as it is for a physical type player. Leon Bailey, Jensen, Sisinga, Harris, Huang Hee-chan. Oh, Huang Hee-chan gets another one, eh? Welcome to Evolutions First, into the power shooter, into the midfield dynasty. What a card if you did all that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you did all that, that's a sick card. A little bit strangely formatted, but not too bad. 5-star weak foot's a really huge plus, obviously. Definitely a huge plus. Makuku, Raspadori, Girassi, Balotelli, eh? 63 pace with this guy, my goodness. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, in regards to the evolutions that you could potentially choose. I think Osimhen might be... I mean, he might be like the most obvious choice just because... he's actually pretty decent in game. Like, the dribbling is not great, but he makes really good runs, and the fact that he has tiki-taka with those runs now could be a really huge variable to work with. But by the ways, guys, just to end it off, I want to show you guys one player that I feel like would probably be worth looking into, and it's the Morales card. Okay, so this card can also upgrade all the way to the new version, which is an 86, right? Now, obviously, he doesn't get the improvements in certain areas, like the midfield dynasty getting that dribbling boost, which, to be fair, is really significant. So he gets the shooting boost, the pace boost as well. But midfield dynasty, you know, you would have had to start at Centurion Strikers, then you do this new one, then you put him into midfield dynasty, right? And, you know, some people might not be able to get that. But this would have been a really, really crazy card, because the way that he's formatted, honestly, I would probably give him like an engine chemistry style, and then I'd actually be able to cook with this card. Like, he would have been a really, really nice player had we have known if he, you know, would have gone into this area. And it's tough to say, right? Because if you went in the direction of, you know, midfield dynasty, because you did it before, and then you did this, like, you have to wait literally at the end to see like what the evolutions could potentially be, right? Because this card is genuinely pretty crazy. Like, this looks like a nice card. He's 4-star, high medium work rates. You give him an engine or a hunter, and it looks like a card that can actually cook for you, right? So not too bad there. Yeah, that's pretty much it from what we can see. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.